Presenting to you all the men's floor finals during the British Gymnastics Artistic Gymnastics 2025 held this March 21 to March 23, 2025. Subscribe, like, and share for more. Thank you very much.
From a blank slate again, and it's anyone's game really.
It is, and we're going to be kick-starting the floor.
So now we are now going to start in the floor routines for the men's.
The order: if you qualified in 8th position, you'll be going first, and then if you qualified in first, that means you'll be going up last. So that goes to show sometimes they.
So this is the starting list for the men's floor finals. Luke Whitehouse, Davis Jamie, Heffart Harry, Edwards Jacob, Story Zion, Tobin Adam, and Goddard Michael. So there's a lot of gymnasts. We're gonna start for men's floor now.
It'll be great to see what Winston can do. He was a fantastic junior gymnast, and hopefully he'll be seizing this opportunity.
So galing siya, he just came from a junior level, now is in senior level.
Well, Winston scored 13.2.
13.2 during the qualification.
Coached by Luke Folwell and Lee Walls at City Birmingham.
Wow,
Very
great
good
floor
start
stick there. Sticks landing.
I think just the front half of his foot might have just edged over the
Nice
line.
one.
There's the triple twist backwards again. The clean landing.
Triple twist backward.
Solid start to the competition from Winston.
Yes, great job.
That was his side pass, important for all
The
gymnasts.
important of this is that we are able to see or to watch the strongest gymnast in the Europe. British has one of the strongest gymnasts
to the handstand position
in the world.
It's an opportunity for the gymnast to have a quick breather, just as they move then into the back half of their routine. There's a 2.5 twist.
So, sayang nag-step forward. Deduction yun.
I think he was aiming for that second somersault to be straight.
Yeah,
but
good one for the balance.
I don't think he came out of it just the way that he wanted to, so had to adjust in the air to make it tucked.
Sayang si Jake Charma di nakapag-final sa floor.
There's a door pipe.
Ay, sayang. Ouch.
Really
Deduction.
to hold on to that landing. That's
that is a little bit under more power maybe, under rotated. That's why it happens like
you mentioned, a couple of paces out of the floor area there. So depending on the angle of the camera, you can see we've got a couple of line judges who are sat in opposite corners of the floor. And if you do see them raise a red flag, that means there is going to be a penalty for stepping out of the floor area. If it's just one body part, even if it is just your little toe, it is 0.1. And if more than one body part, so for example both feet, or in some case both hands, if you've had a real doozy of a landing, then it could be up to 0.3 for that out of bounds deduction.
Correct, and just on that camera angle then you could just see just his toes just hanging over.
Nice handstand for that.
Line judge would have been eagle-eyed and certainly
Yun, double pike, sayang doon, 1, 2, 3, and that would be a great deduction.
Cooked it, held onto that pipe position a little bit too long, which therefore meant he had to take a step back.
It's always tricky on that last pass, isn't
Great
it?
senior gymnast
you know,
here.
You've got to give that last tumble lots of energy, but sometimes you can just hang on a little bit too long, and unfortunately that over-rotation is exactly what happened with Winston there.
Indeed, a little bit over-rotation.
That's certainly where that experience comes in.
He needs to control his power.
These skills thousands and thousands of time, and trying to make in the air that coordination and that adjustment in
thousands of times they need to practice that before they can perfect it and execute it well.
To catch that landing.
So our judging panel will be working furiously now, doing all of the maths required to calculate that score for Winston. We're very lucky to have a fantastic number of national and brevet international judges available here at these British Championships. They'll be working out both the difficulty value of the routine by adding together the value of the skills, and then the execution judges are the guys that get to take those deductions away. So it's adding up things like the out of bounds, the steps on the landing, and it's amazing how lots of little deductions can add up over the course of a routine.
I don't know.
This was one of his first tumbling passes. Excellent landing.
That's amazing. He did well.
Just went slightly out.
Powell Winston got 12.4, deduction of 0.2, 4.6 difficulty, 8 with good execution score.
But 7 more gymnasts remaining, so anything can happen.
So it means that he had a massive mistakes. At least 9, at least near to 9 execution score.
1 of 3. to represent Leeds in this final. Michael Goddard.
Michael Kodach.
Very clean lines there. First tumbling
Good
pass.
one.
Double twist
Yeah.
forwards.
Ang ganda ng
moving
lines
into
niya.
the straight front.
Whoops.
And there's the 2.5
A little
twist
bit of
forwards.
hoop. Nice one. Very
Excellent
clean
landing
landing.
On his side pass, the double twist backwards. Quite a popular choice of tumbles down the side pass.
If Jake
obviously,
Sherman
less
didn't
room.
had a lot of mistakes in the
Therefore,
floor yesterday,
less
he
power
can
to
be in the
generate.
finals. But it's fine.
Takes a breath now.
Great job.
There's the triple twist.
Although may pagkakamali
Yeah,
doon,
just
nag-step
a bit of a bounce out
ng
the
backward a
landing.
little bit.
But certainly
Deduction
very
din
clean in the
doon.
air.
Little of deduction 2. 0.1 maybe. And then he will go now
the
for
Y
the
balance, the introduction of the balance this year.
balance
The
introduction
men's
yan.
code of points, so it's a requirement the gymnast must fulfill.
May balance nga ngayon na kailangan gawin.
For what is one of their more basic skills, always difficult under pressure. There's
Good
the
job.
double
Ay,
dismount.
sayang.
And
Dalawa
again,
din na ano.
Similar to Winston, had to hold on to that landing and take a couple of steps. One of the feet did go out the floor. But it was a clean routine.
Before, not all
Goddard
people
scored
not all
13
gymnasts
points
are doing the
qualification.
pike. But they are not doing, a lot of gymnasts now are doing the pike somersaults.
You mentioned the scale there that the men now
That
have
is
to show
a
in these
very
routines.
difficult
We've
one.
seen a good variety of arabesques and Y scales, and it's a rule that, as we mentioned yesterday, has been met with mixed reviews by kind of gymnasts and coaches alike.
Cool.
But we've certainly seen some varying
Amazing.
quality of single leg
Defying
balance, haven't we?
gravity.
Indeed, and I think for most of these gymnasts, it's probably been a
I
very, very
love
long time
how he
since
did
they've been
do
practicing
his
balance. It's
handstands
probably
very
since the
clean.
junior days. So it is an introduction they're going to have to adapt to. And particularly
awesome.
for, as I said, one of their more simple skills, it sometimes brings
Great
quite
job
a
for
lot
this
of,
one.
of
Great
challenges
job.
in terms of balance. So when that floor's got springs underneath, it's not always as easy to hold that balance still.
Well, there's you go.
Certainly
Luke
not.
Whitehouse and Harry
See the,
Hepworth.
Leeds guys having
waiting
their
for their
post-routine
turn.
debrief down there. Must be so nice to have a group of gymnasts
Harry,
and coaches
Luke
working so
Whitehouse,
closely
who
on the
is
competition
the
I certainly think over the last few years as a
the
club,
top
they've gone from
qualifier
strength
in
to
this
strength,
floor
excelled.
finals.
Likes of Noel Wilson a few years ago back in Rio winning an Olympic bronze medal. You can certainly see that's been a catalyst for Leeds, and they've certainly grown and progressed as a club. Excellently led there by Dave Murray, Thomas Rawlinson, Andrew Butcher. Some brilliant coaches doing excellent work.
For sure, they truly exempt program. It's not just one coach and one gymnast experiencing success. It really has been a good few years now of longevity and of results on the national and international stage, and that really sets them apart.
Now we have here the next
It
gymnast.
does indeed.
Well, I
We're
think they're
almost
waiting
ready
for
now
the score.
Michael Goodall
Ayun.
score to come through. He scored 13.2 in qualification.
13.2, 12.4.
Gymnast pride
Madami
from
kasi siyang
Winston
mali
Toss.
when it comes to execution, yung mga hoop
Well,
niya,
the score is up.
and
It's
also
12.24.
yung mga leg twisting. So
Who's just
12.4,
behind Winston Pole.
0.1 penalty.
the next gymnast up is going to be Adam Tobin, representing Notts Gymnastics Academy.
Adam Tobin now on the floor. Good job.
Very nice handspring double pike there by Adam. Quite
Handspring
an
double
experienced gymnast
pike.
there, former British champion himself as an all-rounder.
Twisting. Amazing. I think 2.5
Very
twist.
clean triple twist.
Yeah, triple
Known
twisting.
for having very stylish gymnastics, good lines.
Nice
Some
one. But
Japanese handstands.
Japan's handstand is a little bit high. It should be more low.
I
The
do
head should be
probably
more
want
low.
to be a little bit lower on that.
Yeah. Medyo mataas yung Japanese handstand niya. Ay, hindi niya
You can
masyadong
see
pa
how the body
ayos yung
in that
kanyang
position there. That's good angle. Just to show that the body's
Angle.
always moving in those balances. Very difficult
Yeah.
to hold.
Yeah, should be more good
landing,
hold.
Good work there though. 2.5 twist backwards immediately into the straight front.
Wow, great
Three
job
twist
for Adam
backwards.
Tobin.
You can see that Adam certainly
Last one.
prefers and opts for the twist rather than somersaults.
That's
However, for the dismount, it is now a requirement to have to finish on the double salto.
the last routine.
Hence the
Okay,
double
for the
pike
dismount is double salto.
Good
So all of
landing.
them, in the code of points, gymnasts should finish in the double salto.
Very clean
Is it
work by
necessary
Adam.
to double salto, or maybe they can
Yes,
finish
a very
whatever they
assured
want?
performance there. As you mentioned, he's
Before
a very
it's a
experienced competitor.
triple twisting. Now it's double salto.
Had great success as a junior athlete and is now taking this step up
I
into the
can
senior
just
ranks.
I just
He's doing
observed
a
that
tremendous job.
gymnasts now are doing double salto
Well, he
as
recently made the
a
transition over to
finish.
Knott's Gymnastics Academy. So now working with many gymnasts over there. They've got another great setup. Multiple gymnasts on the men's program, the women's program, and also the junior programs as well. So certainly for him to be in amongst gymnasts that are competing on the same level, certainly going to help his own gymnastics to progress. Now you could see just a slight split in his legs there on his triple twist. Which certainly would have
nag-split ang legs niya sa triple twisting. Dapat walang twisting sa legs yun, no?
This was good work, though,
Amazing.
particularly at the back end of his routine. A difficult 3.5 twist.
Double salto in a pike position.
Very clean. Worth noting as
Yes,
well,
it's double,
if he would have
very
stuck that
clean, a
line,
double
would have
pike.
gained a 0.1 bonus, but there was just a small hop. Although it was minuscule, the judges will have
So
picked up on that.
13.2. No deduction.
Score is in.
5.1
It's
difficulty.
13.2 from Adam
8.1
Tobin and takes him
execution.
into the lead position.
Nice one, Adam
so next up
Tobin.
is going to be Zion Azeri from the city of Birmingham. He had some struggles on a few apparatus yesterday, but floor was certainly one where he excelled.
And Zion opts to get the balance out of his routine first, out the way.
Balance
Now
muna siya.
concentrates on the tumbles.
Good
Lots of height
job.
there. They full twist forwards into the double front.
Yes, he did well.
And again, opting for the forward tumbles. There's the double pike. It's a very powerful gymnast. Plenty of height, rotation on those somersaults. I'm going to show some of his strength work. There's the top planche.
Nice planche.
Beautiful.
Ang galing.
Very well performed. Certainly held it for the full 2 seconds and no movements.
Amazing
See
one.
there, there's double twist forward, immediately into the straight
Double
front.
twisting forward. Ang galing niya. Malinis
See the way
din.
the gymnasts construct the routines, whether they have a bit of a preference between forward
Ay,
and
sayang.
backwards tumbles.
Kung
That was his
napahawak
backward
niya
tumble,
ang
the
kamay
double
niya
back
sa
somersault,
floor,
he had to
1
take a
point
step
deduction
forward
yun.
to capture the
I
landing.
think
Unfortunate,
so.
because up to that point the routine was very, very well executed.
That is, medyo madami
Very well
siyang,
done indeed.
feeling ko
But do you know what stood out
kinakabahan
to me as
siya.
well as the gymnastics? I know we had a natter yesterday, Christian, about how much pride the girls took in picking their leotards. I think it's fair to say that Zion's got himself a personalised number for the finals here today.
Well, there's certainly been some thought into it, that's for sure.
So we have got a warm-up going on here in the apparatus
Continuing with
final.
our
While there are 8
split
gymnasts that
warm-ups
are
nila.
qualified, we're going to have the first four that warm up and compete.
Great
So we've just
job
finished
sa
that.
ating
So almost the end of that
gymnast. So
first
Duke
half of the
Whitehouse will
rotation.
now be having
So
his
the
floor
second
routines.
half of our qualifiers are now going to be invited to have their touch warm-up ahead of their competition routine.
Sayang wala masyadong teleprompter na
Sometimes competition
nilalabas.
organisers choose to do that just to make sure the gymnasts haven't got a particularly long wait between their warm-up and their competition routine. Just means they're a little bit fresher. They've
Of course.
been moving a little bit more recently
Kailangan
when they come
yung
to do
warm-up,
their, hand-up
dalawa
routine.
talaga.
And gives them the best possible
So
opportunity
four,
to put in a good
no,
performance.
amazing one.
Well, here we get to have another look at Zion's routine.
He's a potential eh.
That was the excellently performed.
Maybe a great
combination
vaulter in the
right start,
future
then into
and
the double
also
pike. You can see all the height
a
that
great
he got there.
specialist.
Just took a
So
small hop
Team
on the landing.
GB has a
This is
very
what I
bright
really like here, the
future.
top planche. You can see absolutely
Amazing
solid.
planche and very
No movement
stable.
whatsoever. So difficult on the floor to hold that position as well.
Ang galing. Ay, sayang yun,
This
no?
is the dismount.
1, 2, 3.
see
Yung
the
dismount
opening
niya,
just a touch
daming
too early,
deductions doon, no?
Which then meant
Sayang.
that you had to adjust and take the steps forward. There was plenty of height, plenty of rotation, but
Should have less
just
deduction
slightly
in the
got timing wrong
dismount.
for opening out, and those fractional differences
Mahihain yung mga
make such
girls
a
sa
difference
likod
when
niya.
it comes to the landings.
They certainly do, and in a competitive final like this, a
So
0.1 bounce could be the
12.9
difference
score
between
ni
a first or a second
Zion
or perhaps
Azeri.
getting pushed out the medals altogether. So
4.7
it
difficulty,
is really important the guys are zoned
8.2
in
execution.
on these
Ang
landings.
dami niyang mali
And the
dun
score
sa
is in for Zion.
kanyang
It's a 12.9,
dismount.
putting him into second place
Maybe
currently.
he can
We
score
know our four final
8.6
competitors still to
execution
come.
maybe if he didn't have those
Well,
mistakes
Adam
at
Tobin
the
has the top spot
dismount.
at the minute with a score of 13.2. But we have got European champion, we have got yesterday's all-around champion still to go, and we've also got Olympian Harry Hepworth as well. So plenty of big routines still to come in our next 4 gymnasts.
Sorry. Oh, Harry Hepworth and Luke Whitehouse is here.
You can see Dave Murray and Harry Hepworth just going over final coaching tips.
Final coaching
Katie,
tips from
as a
their coach.
Any words of wisdom in those final moments?
It really depends on the gymnast and the occasion, I think it's fair to say. Some gymnasts like you to talk to them quite a lot and keep their brain occupied if they're a little bit nervous. Other gymnasts know exactly what they're doing and you have to say as little as possible and just let them do their job.
Well, our next gymnast up on the floor representing City of Birmingham, Jacob Edwards.
Jacob Edwards from Birmingham.
Qualified with a score of 30.
Starting from the balance.
And similar to Zane, likes to start his routine with the balance, get it out of the way. And now into the tumbles.
Nice one. Sayang, nag-step in the
Twist forwards immediately into the double
line
front.
lang agad.
Just a small pace forward. Nice double pike Arabian. Haven't seen too many Arabians. She's the half turn and then immediately into the double somersault in the air. Now moves into his non-acrobatic elements.
Yeah, nice acrobatic elements
Triple
from
Russian,
him.
which is an incorporation of some of his pommel horse skills.
Nice twisting, single salto.
Immediately into the straight front, very well. Very well.
Very,
performed.
very well.
Nice and clean. Not much for the judges, sorry, to take off. Double
Good
tuck
job.
Arabian.
Oh.
Knees locked together throughout
May
that
mga mali
tumbling.
lang siya, sayang
Very
yung mga
good
mali
work there
niya.
by Jacob.
He can do it well.
We've seen quite a bit of variety in what the guys are choosing to do for their low to the floor work. Obviously, Zion's planche was fantastic. Jacob, they're choosing to do a few more sort of pommel-style circling elements. What kind of goes into that decision and how much difference can that make to the men's difficulty values?
I think typically the gymnasts like to lean on, being as it's called the non-acrobatic element, and therefore they have a little bit of decision making in terms of what's going to get them the most value, but also least amount of deductions. So if they specialise on the pommel horse a little bit more, they might typically do something similar to what Jacob did. If they're a bit more of a ring specialist and strength is their forte, they might do something more like the top planche, like Zion. So it is very, very tailored to your individual gymnastics and your strengths, and that's what you need to play to. So many thousands of skills in the gymnastics
Amazing
code,
one.
and it's about playing to your strengths.
Edwards, Adam Tobin.
Yeah, it is really nice to see that variety, though, isn't it? Because I suppose sometimes you get quite a bit of similarity in the tumbles. Obviously, double pike is now a very popular dismount for these guys. But
Yeah, double
it's
pike
quite
is
nice
a
to see
popular
those unique
dismount,
skills
but
that,
he
as you
did
say,
a
do
double,
play to
double
individual
pike,
strengths.
double
Absolutely,
tuck.
and Jacob there, he used the Arabian skill twice. First in the
Amazing
pike position
one.
in his routine, and then secondly that skill that we just seen on the floor in the tuck position there. Double tuck Arabian. Clean routine. Thumbs up from Jacob. He looks happy. Smile on
Jacob
his face.
Edwards, yes, it's Jacob Edwards. Amazing. His bulk also.
Also another gymnast that recently transitioned over to the City of Birmingham. So again, part of the setup there under the guidance
So
of Lee Wall.
the score of Jacob Edwards
Also
was
Luke Farwell,
13.350.
Games all-around champion, so certainly knows a thing or two about
They have a very
competing
good-
on these international
yeah.
events.
It's 13.350.
So it looks like the score is in
Yes,
now
0.1
for Jacob
penalty.
Edwards, and what a score it is.
5.0 difficulty, 8.450 execution.
Have a say about that and try and get himself on the podium. It's definitely this next competitor from Leeds. It's Harry Hepworth.
Harry Hepworth. He's a floor specialist also.
His first time, triple twisting double back, sky high, excellent landing.
The bronze in
Vault
vault finals in Olympics 2024. Great job. Harry Hepworth is doing well.
Down the side pass. Not too many
Ay,
gymnasts are
pangit
able
yung
to
kanyang ano,
perform such a difficult skill as a side pass.
kanyang balance.
Similar to Zion, opting to use
This
his
is
strength.
good
There's top
planche. Amazing, Harry.
I'd like to see the top planche performed on the floor, particularly when it's so well
Galing.
done and executed.
Yan! Sayang! 1 whole point
The double twist
deduction.
forwards into the double front, and that's exactly where he made the mistake yesterday, but still managed to creep into the final. And he made the same mistake again today. So
Same
whether that
mistake
was a
because
little
he's
bit tight
injured.
legs. And then And moving into the dismount.
Dismount. Right.
Very well executed.
Very
there
well,
by
Harry Hepworth.
It's a shame because he had all the difficulty.
Sayang, it will be
Routine was
no
going
no chance
brilliantly
for
well,
podium for Harry
but
Hepworth
again,
with that kind of
just falling
mistakes.
short just on that same tumble. So I do wonder whether there'll be a bit of routine construction or sort of jigging over the next few years. Just
Jamie
to
Lewis
see how's
now.
the best way, because it
Jamie
is such a
Lewis
difficult
in the
combination
floor.
as well to perform near the back end of the
Sayang.
routine.
Disappointed si
Sure, and
Harry.
those forward landings are always a little bit difficult, aren't they?
It's
You're
fine,
blind
Harry.
landing, as we call it, because you can't see the floor before you arrive on it. But I mean, he's got such a catalogue of skills, hasn't he? I'm sure if the coaches think there's something else they can slot in that tumbles place, they'll definitely make the switch.
Definitely. And we get another look at some of his tumbles here. One of the best in the world.
Awesome
There's
job.
the twist and double tuck. First tumble, stuck the landing. Beautifully performed. There's the double twist and double straight. That's a jump out, but well recovered. This was the top planche skill.
Magaling mag-recover si Harry
Solid,
Hepworth
no
na kanyang mga
movements.
skills.
Then down the side.
Side
Touch all corners
tumble.
of the floor.
Great job.
There's the triple twist. Tiniest of hops. Another good landing. Coach there, Tom Rawlinson. See, Harry looked a little bit disappointed. He knows.
Yeah,
he's
disappointed si Harry.
Making the same mistake.
I don't know what the score of. So Harry got 13.1.
And there we go. The score is in at 13.
Now in the third position, but that can be changed because we still have Luke Whitehouse.
Still waiting to come. And next up, we've got our brandly new crowned 2025 British champion.
Yeah, British
It's
champion
Jamie Lewis.
2025 Jake Lewis.
Well, Jamie qualified with a score of
Jamie Lewis.
13.95.
Yeah, so we will gonna watch
Hoping
him
to
out
repeat.
until the
Can
Olympic
do something to
cycle.
take him into that top spot.
Great one! Wow,
And it's
stick
not
to the
a bad way to
floor.
start. Full twist forwards into the double front, stuck landing.
It's awesome.
Second tumbling pass.
Wow,
Tight
ay
circle.
sayang.
Lots of height there. Struggled to control that landing. Had to bounce out of it.
Yung landing di niya na
Stayed
control.
within the boundaries. Jamie,
Nice
bit of a
flare.
full horse specialist, and you can see why. Opting for his flare work, beautifully performed. Certainly going to be feeling a little bit more tired today after an all-around competition yesterday. He's going to have to rely on his training beforehand.
Good
Get
job
past
for Jamie Lewis.
apparatus finals today. That experience. The clean tumbling past then. That 2.5 twist backwards immediately into the straight front.
Great one for
Well
his
held wide balance. One of the best we've seen
balance. One held balance
today.
tawag doon.
Indicates 10 seconds remaining.
10
30
seconds.
seconds routine in total.
Oh!
Well, there you could see just about held on to that.
Sayang.
You could see he was sort of breathing heavy,
Yung-
very tired legs by the end of that routine.
Yung
Did
kanya
well to catch the landing and
dismount.
hold on to it.
And I think that's a
And you can't
3-step,
underestimate
and
how
that can
excited
be
and
a
delighted we would have
0.3
been to take that
deduction,
all-around crown yesterday.
0.1
I'm sure
deduction
you've had
each
huge
step,
celebrations
so
last night, but the
every
adrenaline
step
and
that you will
excitement
have,
that a result like that brings,
have a great
he's got to have had a
deduction.
massive high yesterday, and then he's had to control his feelings and get back in the zone for today's competition.
And that's exactly it. The body will be tired. It's the physical demands of the body, but then also the psychological demands. As you say, the highs of winning his first all-around title, performing cleanly. He wouldn't have slept well last night, that's a given. Although his body would have been tired, his mind would have been racing, that's for sure. So again, to wake up this morning, to reset, to start his floor routine the way he did today. He's got a number of finals today, so it's going to be another long day for him.
And it's worth saying that experiences like this are really, really good for our gymnasts who are potentially going to go to European World Championships, because
So Harry Hepworth was in the 5th position.
You might have a team final, an all-round
Jamie
final,
Lewis
and then the apparatus finals are right at the end. So
from
having
Working
that skill of being
Gymnastics
able to work and
Club.
deliver whilst you are a little
So
bit
this
more
is a
tired is
5.1
really, really impressive.
difficulty
This
with
is the perfect
8.1
preparation for those
execution
major
score
championships.
and a total score of
Certainly an early
13.1.
stage in the calendar year as well.
This is
Means they've got something to
13.1.
build on, something to know where there's mistakes.
Yan no,
where
1,
they can
2,
go back and
3.
improve on.
Tapos
That's
yung
the
steps
dismount
pa lang
that we've
yun,
seen
then yung mababa pa yung chest, deductions
Just
pa
about
rin
held
siya.
on to it. But coach
Sayang.
gymnast overall look happy. Don't quite think it'll take
The
him to
third-
the top spot.
the bronze is
Check currently is Jacob
13.2.
Edwards with a score of 13.55.
Kung hindi siya nagkamali doon, siguro ano siya dito, silver.
Anxiously waiting. You can see taping up the
Execution
fingers.
of 8.1. He can
We'll
have
have
an
Tom Horse final
8.6
next.
execution
So
eh.
it'll be quick rest, and then another warmth into the final pommel horse final shortly.
Okay, so we're very close to getting that score now. And then just one competitor left in this men's floor final. None other than Olympic finalist Luke Whitehouse.
Luke Whitehouse as an Olympic finalist 2024 in the floor also.
Here a bit of
But
background
due to
noise.
the
You
nerves
have got other
and
gymnasts
he
competing
got
today, the juniors, the men's
in
juniors
the
competing in
wasn't
the
able
high
to
bar
finish in the
final currently.
podium.
And then a couple of
It
rotations.
was
We'll
Carlos
introduce
Yulo
the
who
women
finished
into
in
the
the
arena as well, so it's
finished
certainly gonna
gold
be
in the
packed out.
podium. Carlos Yulo of the Philippines.
Yes, it's going to be a hive of activity here in the M&S Bank Arena.
So
Very
he is
exciting to
anticipating
see
that
lot
he
of
will
young
have a lot of
prospects and,
deductions.
exciting talent will no
But
doubt be
anyways,
representing Team
Jimmy
GB in the years to come.
Lewis has 5.0
Quite a
difficulty,
weight here for,
8.1
Luke,
execution,
while he stood on the podium. It's always
13.1
an
total
anxious time, isn't
score.
it, while you're waiting for the judges to turn the green light on.
Luke Whitehouse will
It
be
is, and
having
it's that
a
sort of experience of knowing how do
5.8
you
difficulty.
prepare yourself and get your
The
best-
highest
your best
difficulty
there
that,
to you in
that
these
has
moments.
here
You know, it's all
is
about
Harry
staying
Hepworth
calm,
5.9.
composed, relaxed.
But due to
That's
the
really
poor
important.
execution,
Want to tamper that adrenaline just a little bit as well.
it's like that.
And there we go. The score is in for Jamie Lewis. It's a 13.1. But as we mentioned,
Luke
next up we've
Whitehouse
got Luke
now, who has
Whitehouse, the Olympic
5.8
finalist. And
difficulty.
just check out this first tumble.
Off to go, Luke Whitehouse.
Wow, a
There's the
massive
triple back
height.
somersaults.
Triple back
Been
somersaults.
performing that a few years now.
Amazing.
Executing so well. There's the
Nice
twist.
one.
Double twist,
The
sorry.
power is
Immediately
there,
to
the
front
control
pass.
is there.
His teammate Harry Hepworth made a mistake on earlier.
Twisting
No
is
mistake
good
from Luke.
too.
Double twist inside. Going well so far.
Nice consistency, nice rhythm for Luke.
14.15 in qualification yesterday with 5.8 difficulty. So we should imagine the difficulty will stay the same.
As of now, the
improving on that
British Gymnastics has three floor specialists:
This
Harry
combination,
Hepworth,
2.5 twists.
Luke
Immediately
Whitehouse,
into a
and
straight
Jake
front.
Jarman.
Here's a
Who
requirement for
is
balance.
having? They're the one who is having a
If you
good
look at that
difficulty
bottom
value in the
foot there,
floor.
planted on the floor, just adjusting all the time to hold on to it. Double
Amazing
twisting,
one.
Double tuck.
Great job.
Difficult skill to perform at the end of the routine. Unbelievably well.
Great job, Harry Hepworth. Sorry, Luke Whitehouse.
I'm not a gambling lady, but if I were,
I
I'd be
love
willing to put
it.
money on the fact that that is going to take the top spot here today.
Me too. That had everything. Had somersaults, had twists, it had stuck
I
landings.
love his
clean
power. I
landings,
love his
excellent
control.
execution. So
The
job
way he
done
executes his
to
floor
Luke
finals
Whitehouse.
here is really amazing.
Yes, an incredible
So he
routine
is
and a real
from
privilege to be able to
Leeds
see, a gymnast
Gymnastics
of that
Club.
caliber. And, you know, really treated the audience here in the arena to quite a show.
Could see there. Comes off the podium immediately to his coaches. Andrew Butcher from Leeds.
Good job, Harry
And then
Hepworth.
Tom Rawlinson also giving the hug as well. And of course teammates. He's got plenty of them in these
So
finals.
teammate.
So a year ago today, floor champion was Jake Jarman, so we're going to have a new floor champion today.
Yes.
There's the triple back. So much harder.
Here, let's watch first the replay of his difficulties. I love the landing of Luke Whitehouse here. It's all stick to the floor, mostly.
And this is into his
So
Y balance here.
14.550 is the one of the highest score in the floor that gymnast can have.
Well, I certainly think this score is going to be higher than his qualification yesterday.
Yes, so you can say here
Just the
that
tiniest of hops forward.
the benchmark now for floor is 14.550, so
And here we go, that
14.550.
score is coming in. It's a
Great
huge
job.
14.55.
5.8 difficulty is amazing. So near 6, below 6 difficulty is the great difficulty for floor. So congratulations for Luke Whitehouse in the gold medal in the floor, the British Gymnastics 2025.
It is, that's certainly world class.
Yeah,
And we
that's
know
a
as
world-class
WRC champions,
routine.
Olympic floor finalists,
All
but
the
when there's a
British
new
should
code of
look
points,
up
you do
to.
have to adjust.
So as of
You
now,
have
you
to,
have Jake Jarman,
change your
Luke
routine
Whitehouse, and
sometimes.
Harry
You have
Hepworth
to learn new
as
skills.
the
But
floor
Luke's routine
specialists
is
of
still perfect
British.
for this code of points, and that score's
Congratulations,
still
and
competitive
subscribe,
on
like,
that
and share
world
this
stage.
channel.
Yeah, seriously
And
exciting
we will
for this
be
year
showing
and
to you
beyond.
more of the practice
Sam,
finals
Sydney, what do
here.
you make of
Tune
that
up.
first round?
Alright,
I mean,
thank you
that
very
was
much.
incredible, wasn't it, Katie? We have a